Alright, so I'm back. Today I'm going to be explaining what equips to get for every equip summons. So, right off the bat, I'm going to say don't get any true weapons, because you can buy those with rainbow gems. So, that's my advice. So, the first one I'd get for physical, Duke the Legendary, really good break equip. Maybe even one of the best break equips in the game. So, yeah, get this. That shows up. The other one I recommend from physical, this is debatable, but you have 100% paralysis and freeze resistance. And this can be very good for tanks because you can get up to 200% paralysis and freeze resistance. And sometimes you need 300% for bosses, so you need like a cleanse unit like Rimuru that gives status element resistance. But yeah, this helps counter Styria a bit more if you're doing a tank strat against Styria. So it can be very, very useful for some bosses, but it's pretty niche. Moving on to magic, because I honestly don't think there's anything else. I mean, there's some equips that give you a slight benefit to nuking, like I'm talking 10% more res down, but like who really cares? A good example of this would be, where's Luan's Canopy? I think this is one. Yeah, you get 60% res down as compared to like 40%. So I guess it is a little bit more of an increase, but like, I don't know. I would probably take other stuff because at this point everything is nukeable in the game. I feel like sustain's more important. Let me move into magic. There's a lot of good magic equips. So this is really good for nuking. You get 100 damage up. Very, very nice. This is one of the best arts per second equips in the game. You get 50 arts every 45 seconds. And then you also get a 50% attack buff. This I use on like all of my magic attackers. I want to cycle true arts and super arts and normal arts with, because you get so much arts per second from this equip. It's very, very nice to cycle that stuff. Then you have this for nuking. Super versatile. You get 70 crit damage up, 70 arts up first time use. Just a really good magic nuke equip, and it can be ran on like physical attackers that need a damage buff. Most of the magic equips in the game just give you a magic damage buff, and you know, if you're running a physical attacker, that's not going to benefit them at all. You're going to want a crit damage buff or like a dark damage buff depending on their element. So yeah, this is very versatile, very good for nuking. Recommend you get that. The other thing is, this is like another Xyz X, but for magic damage dealers. Just another sustain arts per second equip. It's good. Recommend getting it. Alright, so onto defense equips. So, two of the defense equips here are going to change the game for you. So the first one I recommend is Mirror Hood. So this gives you 35% damage res against fire bosses, 15 normal. But the main thing here is burn res. You get 100% burn res for 20 seconds on a 30-second CT. You basically get full burn res uptime, which very, very useful against certain bosses, because some bosses, if you get burned, it's just game over for you. The other one I recommend is Cess Wavy Frill. This gives you basically the same thing for burn res except for freeze res. But the cooldown's a little bit higher, but you also get more uptime, so very, very good. This counters Styria. Like, Styria is one of the hardest bosses in the game, in my opinion now, and this is like a must-need for it. Then other equips that are just like good for general damage res down, you've got this. You get 40% against fire and water bosses / enemies, 30-second CT, very nice. You got this, basically the same as the other equip, except for light and dark enemies. So, yeah, that's nice. And then this, just 50% damage res against light enemies. Super nice as well. Other than that, I mean, you've got this for nuking. You get 30% stat buff, which is not bad. And this also can be pretty nice for nuking, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, keep that in mind, But apart from those, honestly, nothing else too crazy. Moving on to heal equips, there's only one that's really stands out here, and that's this equip right here. You get 35% stat buff for your entire team, and nice auto recovery. Now it's a long cooldown, but for like nuking, yeah, I recommend getting this thing. Very, very nice for nuking. The only heal equip, like there's very, very few healing equips in the game that are actually good for nuking, and this is definitely one of them that helps a lot. Alright, so onto the support equips here. So now, support equips are also going to make a huge difference. So the first one I recommend is Lisa Smart Skirt. This is one of the most used support equips in the game that's like pretty exclusive. So you get a stat buff here. This is going to heal your team over time. You get a little slight increase in defense and attack too. So it's just all around good. You got 30 for 30 arts to your entire team, which is really good. The other thing I recommend is this. So human meta is already huge in the game, but then you get 40% damage buff and you get 30 for 30 arts. I mean, also really good equip to get. This is a staple for nukes. I mean, this is used in a lot of nuke comps. Great for nuke units. You get 50 arts gauge, so it's basically a type 0, but you also get 2 for 25. So this can be up to 100 arts gauge. And yeah, very good for nuking. Especially really good in mines if you're doing nuke comps and mines. This is really good. You get damage res, physical damage res, 30 for 30 arts. Just another really good equip. What else can I say? Those are kind of like the main ones. This is not that. No, not that one. Hang on, that one. This one's not that bad either. Honestly, I don't see why this doesn't get used more often. You get 20 for 20 arts, and you also get 30% magic damage buff for 8 seconds. Honestly, I thought I'd see this more used, but I mean, maybe it's because it's only an 8-second buff, but still, I mean, 20 for 20 is not bad. Like, that's still 1 arts per second, so that's pretty good. This is also decent. You got 30 arts every 35 seconds, so you get attack buff. It's okay. Is that one of the better support equips from the crossover? Or not crossover, but the forever summons? I don't know. It's up to you. I mean, to be honest, I don't think it's too insane. It's like in the medium. It's not bad, but it's also not anything like too crazy. It's like somewhere in the middle. I'd say it's still pretty good, but I'd try to go for a different one that's better. But yeah, those I think are the best support equips. I don't think I'm missing anything else. I mean, I've seen a few people run this one, but I don't know. I feel like team-wide AoE is just better in general. So, yeah.